So that one will be accepted.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. So first and 10 now from the 30. First down, Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And, Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
26.
Second down, Prescott. Finding room at the 30. Wide open receiver complete. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
54, 41's the will. 41's the will. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. What a spin. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Prescott now on second down. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
26.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
46, 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run this with Austin. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott from the gun. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
4th down, Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90. Left, 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 left.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ace, ace. Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And that's incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. On the toss, here's Williams. And some room to roam now. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Here we go! Green 90! Green 90! Ace! 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 Ace!
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Ace! Ace!
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now Mahomes. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker on for the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, and this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Here's Prescott. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need two of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41.
Here you go. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry. Woo. Get him.
They'll throw again. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Throwing. Prescott. It's caught right side. It's Hurns. Dak finding the former Jag Hurns for the Dallas first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And again, it's Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Prescott. His throw incomplete. Cooper again the target, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, it's Prescott going for the deep ball. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. afternoon. It's Williams. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw it here. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Mahomes gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that is incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Ace! Ace!
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. On the move to his left. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're one.